Alright, we're here. It's Eggman Land's Day stage time. This is where dreams are made and broken. 2 hours of footage went into this shit. We want to hit the middle boost pad in this first set of boost pads, and we have just enough time to boost before the next turn where there's a second boost pad that we want to hit while we're boosting. Give us a bit of extra speed for this jump. Fairly straightforward action chain, but after that we want to ignore all the enemies and boost straight to the right because this is the path of least resistance. Big 90-degree turn at the bottom, though. And then there's a big open area with a whole bunch of spike balls that'll fall down on you and fuck you up unless you hit that boost pad like I did. If you do that, you'll just zoom straight past them. This first 2D section is reasonably chill, not nearly as much optimization to worry about. I do want to say this Ferris wheel is a very cute obstacle. The biggest danger here is accidentally jumping too early so you don't trigger this action chain properly. And after you're on these colorful rails, you absolutely do not want to hit the rainbow rings, but it's easier to miss them than to hit them, so you shouldn't have to worry about that, should you? And this section pretty much takes care of itself. Plant you on 2 go-karts in a row, and even after you're back to 3D, the go-kart practically steers itself. If you grabbed all the same ring trails that I did, then this next section should be even simpler. You just want to mash a boost the whole time. Don't worry about the boss hitting you because you'll move so fast that he won't get the chance and it'll be your turn to hit him. You'll do this back and forth switch a couple of times, but the important thing is just to keep boosting at your earliest convenience. Because you're boosting, you'll automatically pick up nearby rings and you'll keep getting enough to keep boosting. And you'll naturally be able to actually destroy the boss by boosting so much, but that's not a priority either. It might have been a priority in another Sonic game where the score actually does something, but in this one, not so much. And after this boss goes down, you actually get quite the long breather before you have to pay attention to optimizing anything again. There's a long stretch up here, and then after that there's some fairly basic time platforming. Pretty much does it all by itself. I think you see what I mean. But after we boost into this room, we're back to 2D and we need to actually pay attention again. Hitting this wall jump is the most important thing early in this 2D section. Getting this light ring dash is entirely optional, but it can't hurt. These QuickTime events, by the way, appear to be the same every time, so if you have trouble with them, you may just not be paying attention. This next homing attack really helps if you can chain it properly. But I goof it up a lot, and if you goof it up, the run is not ruined. It is ruined if you miss that wall jump, but it isn't otherwise. In spite of how simple that whole 2D section may have looked, it's actually quite the maze if you goof up the wrong jumps. This rocket section really fucks with your perspective, and I wish I could give you better advice for it, but I can't. I just kinda had to get a feel for it. We're back to 3D again, and you shouldn't be afraid to slow down around these curves. Drifting would be ideal, of course, but sometimes you drift too hard and end up on the outside of the turn, which is not what you want. And this section right here will really fuck you up if you try to boost. Do not try to boost, just use the boost pads for the love of God. This entire place is too narrow for that shit. And even after you use this next boost pad and get off this weird tube, I still don't recommend you use your boost. It will fling you off the launch pads the wrong way and you'll land in a pit. Don't do it. I know it may feel weird not to boost for any of that shit back there, but it's just too delicate to fuck with. Trust me, I've died there countless times trying to find a good place to boost. Now we're on the very last section of the level. And what you want to do here is use an action chain at every opportunity it presents itself. Every opportunity. It makes getting through those terrifying swinging hammers so much easier.
Sweet! Here we...
Alright, game, I need you to shut up and listen to me for a second, okay, game? Just listen. There's 2 hours of footage of you on my computer from where I memorized how to optimize the Eggman Land Day stage, the one I just played, where I got an S rank. Alright, there's 2 hours of footage from where I tried to find the best route possible to S rank that. And why are you making me collect rings? What does this prove to anyone? Can't I have a free pass? Do you have any idea how hard that was? Do you know how many other kids got an S rank on the Eggman Land Day stage? I don't think any of the other kids got an S rank on the Eggman Land Day stage. Look, there's so much better shit I could be doing right now. I could be leagues ahead of the other children, alright? It's not my fault if you gave me a test that you expected me to do poorly on, and then I kicked the fuck out of it. I kicked that test's ass, and now I want you to respect my time. Is that so much to ask? Because I keep jumping through fucking hoops for you. These medals don't even fucking do anything anymore. They don't even fucking do anything anymore. I got all the medals I need. And S-ranking the stage was fun, but I feel like you're making me do baby shit now, like I'm fucking gluing macaroni on paper plates over here.
Here we
Really, now we're doing another mandatory time attack? You know, the point of a time attack is to make it feel tense. Get your heart pumping. You know what got my heart pumping? Trying to S-rank this fucking level. Use an exercise bike for 60 minutes straight, my heart wasn't pumping nearly as fast as when I finally got that S-rank. This doesn't make me feel anything. Makes me feel kinda dead inside, actually. Which is the opposite of feeling shit. You gotta go through the whole fucking level again, too, I wanna be clear. This isn't just a small section of the level that you have a time attack for, you gotta go through the whole damn thing again. But with a much more lenient time than the S-rank time. On the bright side, maybe this will give you extra time to appreciate how cool this level is. At least when you try to S-rank it. Trying to optimize this level for S-ranks is the most fun I've had playing this game. And that's not an insult. Also, Eggman Land visually, really good. It's really dark and foreboding, but also really gaudy and Eggman. It's an incredibly Eggman place to be. It's just missing a stand where they sell EggBurgers.
no problem.